Welcome to Thank God You're Not My Child. Remember, it's a comedy podcast where I talk about whatever I want to. And this week, we're going to talk about the trip to see my mom and my sister. I know, it sounds funny, but my sister turned 58 this weekend, and I got to spend a weekend with them. And it's that entertaining that I wanted to talk about a few things that happened. You know, because I want you to know me just a little more. Okay. So, being with my sister is probably one of my favorite things. My sister, listen, Linda, it's Linda. I don't know why, but we just get along. Of course, when we were younger, we did not get along all the time. She was 3 years older than I was, and she was the one that was in charge all the time. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like Charles in charge of my, you know what I'm saying? Now you got that song in your head, don't you? Well, Linda was always in charge. So now I just got to sit back and let her still be in charge because she's good at it. So yeah, so all I have to do is show up, show up. My mom and my sister and her husband, they co-live in a house together and it works so good for them and it works good for me too because one visit and I get to see them both. So yeah, so I got to spend the weekend with them and it was just one night, just one night. I mean, really, how much could really happen in one night with my family? Yeah, that's the question. And if you've had dinner with my family, all you can do is go, well, there could be. Yeah, you see what I mean? So, well, there it was. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we're gonna get there and we're just gonna hang out, and then we're gonna go to dinner for her birthday because Saturday the 19th was actually her birthday. Shout out, Linda. Listen, Linda, keep getting older. Keep getting older. That's all I can say. So, and shout out to my best friend Dawn. Her birthday was on the 17th. Yeah. Some of my favorite people on the earth were born within a couple of days of each other. Okay, so we're going to go to dinner, and it is my sister's birthday. So, if it's your birthday, it's really your call, right? Right. Well, my mom and my sister love. I can't underline it so many times. Crab legs. So they picked a place we went for crab legs. They did like the bag boils and stuff. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. It was good. But me, with all this medicine change, which I'll bring up on Just Between Us, JBUS, I'll bring it up then. But, it hasn't been real easy. The headaches, stomach, and I'm not real big on seafood. So I was a tad worried about that, that if I had issues. But you know what? When my birthday, we're gonna go to the fucking crab place because that's what they want. So I'm like, maybe I'll have this and that, but unfortunately for me and my body, what settles my stomach the most between Sprite and beer is beer. So it's dinner time. So I'm just going to have one beer, let it settle down, and then we'll eat something, like chicken or something. Not a problem. And it wasn't. It did end up well. So I just sipped on my little beer, and Evan and I was set in the middle of the table, and there was, I don't know, maybe 16 of us. I don't know, 12 of us. I don't know. I lost count. After 10, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Linda planned it. Linda's good. Linda got this. So yeah, between Linda and Claudia, we good. It's all taken care of. I'm just there to smile and have fun and sing because my family want to hear me sing sometimes. I know. I don't know why, but they do. It's so horrible. I'm such a good singer at singing horrible. I know. Yeah, just a little pause there for my singing. for all the eardrums I've broke in the past. So yeah, so we're having dinner and it's actually really a nice dinner. My family will, if they go to a restaurant and they get that large table, you're going to think they're at home having a family dinner. Now, they're respectful to the waitress or the waiter or whatever. Don't get me wrong. Um, I think my mom and my sister have all done that job. So respectful. So we had one and don't she ran her little ass off, but she did get tipped really well. So, it's okay. But she did well. We did well. And it was a great dinner. I also learned that I think I could eat a sack with shrimp in it and the potatoes and all, and like sausage. And I could eat the sausage, and Evan could have the shrimp because I don't like seafood. But I did taste the potato and some of the side, and they don't taste like the shrimp. So thumbs up for that. Next time we'll know what we're going to be getting. Got just a little off track there. It's pretty easy to do. So yeah, so we're having a great dinner. And of course, they brought some amazing cakes. They brought 2 cakes because I had a great niece. Oh gosh, a great niece that was turning 18 soon. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, McKenna. She turns 18th. I think she's on the 29th. So yeah, it's getting close. So close to being a Halloween baby. Wouldn't that have been great? Just been great. So yeah, so we're having a great dinner. Nothing too traumatic happened. Everybody liked their food. Now I did get now my my family will eat just about anything. The kids aren't picky in my family. They want to have the big argument at the table is they want to have the $50 meal because they want to eat that. And we po ain't no way no 11-year-old gonna get a $50 meal. No way. No way. Sorry that you like it. We just don't got that. So, so everybody kind of shares. Do if you want to taste this and this, it's a family fucking dinner. That's what it's like at my house. Even if we go out, it's going to be like that. And it was great. We were set in such a good place that I was able to listen and talk to almost everyone. It was so good visiting with them. Same to my sister, awesomely horrible. And I did have weird, just my great niece, love her to death. She's 11. She was right next to me. And some of the questions that she felt to ask me, we're just not even really going to go into that right now because that's like a whole other episode. But, I haven't had to talk to anybody about puberty in a fuck long time. A fuck long time. And here's my 11-year-old great niece wanting to know what happens if she never goes through puberty. Woo! Don't think I didn't. Yes, I answered some simple questions, but I also let her know that she could talk. I mean, she can talk to me anytime because that's one thing I want. If somebody wants to talk, they need safe people. I want to be that safe person. I want to be that safe person for my family. So, yes, I did let her mom know that maybe she wants to kind of listen up and maybe talk to her and, you know, because that's really what you want as a mom, for your kid to come to you and maybe she had, and maybe she just wanted to know if I had anything different than her mom. But it was so cute. And she's so stinking cute. Of course, she'll sit there and, oh, I got a video of that girl eating, I don't know what it was, maybe a snail, maybe a mussel. I don't know what it was, but that girl did it right beside me. And thank God I was recording it because I couldn't actually see it. Yeah. I still haven't actually looked at it. I want to see somebody slip something out of a snail or a shell. And I don't think it was an oyster because I've seen oysters. This was a little bitty one, and it had both sides. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to ask my sister what that was. But yeah, family dinners. I mean, that's what it's always been about from the time I was little. I mean, gifts are great. Don't get me wrong. They were giving gifts and they were giving awesome gifts. But family dinners, that's what you long for. That's what I long for with my family. sitting down with them and having undivided time with them. You know, that's that's what that's what family is. And the reason most people want to sit down and eat with their family is like my family, you're not going to pick your damn phone up while you're eating at the table. You're not going to do it. You're going to put your phone down, and if you want to take pictures, you need to let people go, hey, I want to take some pictures before you pick your fucking phone up. It's just something we do. It's called we're respecting people. But that's family time. So whenever I found out that people were like not as happy about meeting with their families and having family time, I was really shocked. Um, I was really shocked because that's what I want to do with my family. Sit around, eat with them, sit around the table, play cards with them. I want to have undivided time with my family, with my mom, my sister. I'd like to also have it with my dad and that side. And maybe one day that'll happen again, Because love, you just love. I just love. So if you haven't had that set down with your family lately, maybe that's what you need to set up. Maybe you need to set up just a nice sit down. You don't have to have a big dinner. You don't have to go to a big restaurant. Sit down at the house. Tell your family to come over. If you can't afford to cook, tell them everybody bring a dish. We'll just sit around and we'll eat and talk. We'll eat and bullshit about what life has got lately. It's the best time. Just sit there, talk to your family. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to. I understand bad things happen. I do get it. I was just blessed with none of that stuff happening. So I want to be with my family. I want to be with my family. I think that's probably been the hardest thing moving farther away from my daughter was I like having time with them. And now I'm 6 hours instead of 3. That did get me much closer to my mom because I was 8 hours from my mom and now I'm 3. So, of course, I don't mind driving that 6 hours to see. That's what I'm going to be doing next week. I'm going to have that episode about Halloween done pre-hand. Yep, because I'm going to get on it, So, yeah. And if you don't know how to set up a dinner, just go to Google. You can order a pizza, have some soda. It doesn't take much, baby. Doesn't take much. So I want all my little stalkers to have some family dinners, okay, stalkers? Yeah, I need some little stalkers. Once I retired, all my daycare littles are gone. Yeah, I still see them. Now I guess it's me watching them grow. It's me watching them live their lives with their parents. They're growing up so great. I don't know. Did I become the big stalker? Well, just between us. Yep, that's what it's going to be. Changing meds isn't easy. And if you've done that, you know it's not easy. And it's been kicking my butt. It finally feels like it's settling out. It's been a couple of months. But not only are we changing the depression meds and stuff, the anxiety meds, which I think we found some good ones. So I take my meds because they make me good. So don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me. If you don't, I have my medical card too. That's for the pain. If you know, you know. But changing these meds have been so off, and I just haven't been right. Finally getting back to myself, though. Kind of feel like I'm Donna again, So, yeah, I've missed a couple episodes. I'm just going to have to say, fuck those episodes. I'll catch up, It's just me rambling anyway. So, but yeah, so just between us, It's getting there. It's getting there. Because changing meds, that's hard as fuck. So one thing I don't really understand and I wanted to talk about that goes along with the family dinners for earlier in the episode was what is up with the no contact with their parents? Now, I understand there's some really bad parents out there. And I'm right in the thick of it. Oh gosh, that reminded me of the Backyardigans. Into the thick of it. You remember that? The Backyardigans? Of course, my voice is kind of, all that crisp air we're getting now. Woo! It's almost campfire, bonfire time because, okay, so off track. So what's up with that? I understand, there's bad parents, but some of these that I'm like listening to, it's like they didn't give me what I wanted when I was little. It's like very like, oh, okay, hold on. So your parents worked their ass off and couldn't afford to give you the car you wanted and didn't treat you the same as they treated your brother. So therefore, fuck them. You don't want to see them anymore. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I'm lost. I guess just in my life, I didn't have any of that, so I guess that's part of my thoughts. But I can't imagine my life without my mom and my grandmothers and my dad and my biological dad, even my real dad. I can't imagine my life without them. And even when it was bad, I can't imagine that. It's just I don't understand it. So yeah, so if anybody has anything they can help out with that shit, I understand, my mom was an alcoholic and she beat me. I do get the cases. I do. Because if you beat me when I was little, you sure in the fuck aren't going to be around my kid. I do get that shit and I'm 100% back that. But maybe some of you need to look at why, maybe it's just something you were feeling that wasn't there. I mean, just maybe. I'm not diminishing your feelings at all. But I mean, if you've cut your mom off because she couldn't give you the right handbag, yes, I found a girl that did that. My mom will never see my kids because I couldn't get that fucking Birkin. Seriously. Can you imagine? Now, first of all, whenever I seen this, I was so fucking lost. I was like, who the fuck wants a Birkin? Who the fuck wants a Birkin? And then I was like, what the fuck's a Birkin? Okay, yeah, that changed fast. But I'm going to let you know right now, off the subject just a little bit. I would never spend that kind of money on a handbag. But oh, have I got sucked into watching these TikToks. Go. I think the one that I like the most, look up Birkin handbags. Her name is it Emily? I don't know. But it's Live Luxury, I think. Oh my gosh. I did not know people spent this kind of money on this shit. So my thinking is to get back on track. If you couldn't get a Birkin and you knew what a Birkin was, and now you're holding your kids from your parents, you know what? Fuck you. I wouldn't have got you a Birkin either. Okay, so I think that is pretty much all I have. I think I've told you all I know this week. Yes. And until next time, thank God you're not my child.